Well, good afternoon. If it's Tuesday, 12:30 Eastern, it's time for Tuesday's Tips live here with Michael. Wherever you're seeing this, on whichever platform, we're streaming on LinkedIn, streaming on Facebook, streaming on our YouTube channel. Please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Get all kinds of great content and streaming live off of Twitter too. So wherever you're seeing this, you're watching us live. So thanks for joining. Today is our fourth in a four series talking about coaching. So we decided to do this about a month ago. We're going to do these four sessions on coaching. So our first session was coaching as a concept of coaching, what it means, what it is. Did that session. It's on the platform. You go take a look at it. We did a session on coaching as a skill. What were the four steps of the coaching process to get an employee to change their performance or behavior? Something you could do as a leader, a supervisor, manager. How do I coach up an employee? We did coaching as the next step in discipline. So if coaching didn't work, last week we talked about, Michael, I've coached, it hasn't worked. What is the next step? So we talked about progressive discipline and how that process can help you, again, either change the employee's behavior or their performance, or eventually let them go. Eventually let them go if you have to do that. Today's our final session. Today's session is all about, do you need a coach? Do you as a leader need a coach? Do you need a coach? We're going to answer that question along the way today. But there are different types of coaches. Let's start with that. So I am a skills-based coach. So I work with clients on their leadership skills, specific skills to work together as a team better, to lead an organization better. Our program is really developed around a skill-based coaching program. But there are others. I have colleagues of mine who do work-life balance coaching. Are you spending too much time at work? How are you, spending time at home? How are you making time for both? And are you valuing both and making yourself present at both? So we don't do work-life balance coaching, but there are a lot of great coaches who do. And you may need one of those work-life balance coaches if you're in the office too long or on your screen too long, or things are happening in your life. You just kind of need that balance, work-life balance. Again, it's not skill-based; it's a little different. There are career coaches. I have a bunch of colleagues of mine who do career coaching. If you're looking to move up the ladder in your organization, part of it's skill, part of it's politics, part of it's image, but they're all different parts of career coaching, and whether that career keeps you inside your organization or takes you to another organization. So there's always there's that career coach possibility for you. And the last on my list today is an everyday performance coach. And we see this more and more in organizations where someone in the organization is a performance coach for anybody, anytime. I don't want to call them the psychologist of the organization, but they're the performance coach of the organization. You can go in to talk to them about how you're doing, what's working, what's not working for you. It's confidential. And it's not somebody that you employ, but it's somebody you reach out to who's not your boss, not your spouse, not your friend, somebody in the organization that can help you with a performance issue kind of real time. So there's that type of coach also. So at different times of your career, could you use one of these coaches? And the answer to me, for you, is yes. Now, do you need a coach all the time? Probably not. Maybe times in your career, you get a new position, get to a new organization, something happens in your life, traumatically or otherwise, where you're trying to think about priorities, or you want to go on a different career path, right? So in all those scenarios, you may want to reach out to a coach to help you think through the process, brainstorm ideas. Somebody who's been in your shoes before is always great to have as a coach. That's what some of the clients we get are folks who come to me because they know I've been in business for a long time and I've been leading organizations and I've worked with leaders of other organizations. So they kind of bring in my expertise to that. So there's that part of it. But how do you select a coach? So how do you select a coach that's going to work for you? Well, my clients come to me, a lot of them from referrals. I get referrals from clients who have used me as a coach. So if you're interviewing folks for coaching, you may want to ask for some of their references. If you have friends who have coaches, ask them about the coach that they're working with. All of our coaching programs obviously are very confidential, but I do get calls from time to time from individuals say, you're coaching my buddy in this organization. You say, you're really helping him out. Can we have a conversation? Maybe you coaching me? Absolutely. So referrals are always good. Interview the coach that you're thinking about hiring. Have a set of questions. Think about the relationship that you're going to work with this person. Even from working style, you want to make sure that you have a good, symbiotic relationship with your coach, with somebody to spend some time with, and you're going to ask them maybe some tough questions of, and maybe share some things about yourself. So you want to make sure you're with the right person. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, talk to their clients, talk to some of the folks that they've coached, and get some feedback from them. So when do you need to have this coach? Well, I would say to you, keeping a coach person or coach program in the back of your mind, depending on what's happening in your career, is a good thing. Now, do you need a coach today? Maybe not. But if something's coming down the pike, if you're going through a merger, you're going through an acquisition, you're going from uh, point A in your career to point B, and you're moving up the ladder, something happens to your personal life, and something outside of the norm happens to you personally, um, that may be a time to consider a coach. So I would encourage you to consider a coach as a source of skill, a source of somebody to talk to, a source of somebody that can guide your career, and a source for somebody to get you back on track if you're spending too much time at work. So those are opportunities for you to employ a coach. You don't need a coach the whole time, but I would keep coaching in the back of your mind if you're having a tough time, wherever you're having a tough time. So that's what I would say about, do you need a coach? I would say sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. That is going to wrap it up for us for this spring run of Tuesday's Tips with Michael. We always take the summer off. This coming up is Memorial Day weekend, so we are going to take the summer off. We will do a best of series. So for those of you who follow us online, we'll do a best of series for you. If you subscribe to our newsletter, we'll put some of my kind of best of into the newsletter. So we'll do that every other week or so as we get through the summer. We'll put together a fall plan. We'll start back again after Labor Day. And we'll do that through probably, Thanksgiving time. So I'll have another 8-10 weeks of Tuesday Sips with Michael. But as the song says, see you in September. Make it a great week. If you need a coach, grab a coach. This is Tuesday's Tips with Michael live. Wherever you're seeing this, make it a great week. Find a good coach. See you in the fall.